Not only has she shown little to no integrity, but we cannot trust her with the people's money at all.
The DA lays a criminal charge against Higher Education Minister Min Nkabane for lying to Parliament. A lackluster military and obsolete defence equipment, the sorry state of South Africa's security forces. And Novak Djokovic tries to set his own record on day 2 of the hottest Wimbledon on record. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
Remember to fill your tank today. Fuel prices are going up at midnight. 93 unleaded petrol will increase by 55 cents a litre and 95 octane will go up by 52 cents. Diesel will increase by between 84 cents and 82 cents a litre, respectively. Many factors have contributed to the fuel price hikes, including the recent conflict between Iran and Israel.
The rand strengthened against the dollar and cushioned the prices by over 15 and 16 cents a litre. The MRP of LP gas is decreasing by 57 cents per kilogram due to lower prices of propane and butane. The minister has approved a 14% supply cost recovery on the MRGP of LP gas that is imported through the port of Saldanha Bay in the Western Cape.
South Africa's Deputy Defence Minister Bontu Holomisa says the military is not in a fit state to defend the country if attacked, due to outdated equipment and underfunding. But Holomisa says the country is currently not under any threat of being attacked. The South African military conducts regular threats analysis to determine whether the country is at risk of attack from foreign or domestic enemies. Holomisa says the July 2021 unrest and the recent floods in the Eastern Cape, quote, embarrassed the SANDF.
It showed that the defense equipment is obsolete. I cannot give another explanation. And if we were to have it be attacked, yes, we would respond. But I'm not that confident about the state of readiness of the South African Defence Force. Let us not mislead the people.
Holomisa says part of the problem is the military not being properly funded.
Every minister which I can think of, they have been complaining since time immemorial that the defense equipment or defense is declining. How many defense reviews have been produced? And the National Treasury just ignored. They have even ignored the president in 2023 who said the budget of defense must move from 0.57% of the GDP to 1.5% of the GDP.
12 National Defence Force members have been back at the Randburg Magistrates Court on charges of murder and kidnapping. The group was arrested last month in connection with the murder of Hawks investigator Frans Matipa almost 2 years ago. Matipa was shot in 2023 while driving on the N1 near Hammanskraal. At the time, he was investigating the alleged involvement of the SANDF Special Armed Forces in the abduction of 2 foreign nationals at the Mall of Africa a few months earlier. The DA has laid a criminal charge against Higher Education Minister Min Nkabane at the Cape Town Central Police Station and is calling for her immediate dismissal, saying it won't tolerate ministers who lie and commit criminal acts in the face of the public. This follows allegations of corruption and the illegal appointment of the SETA board by the minister. Party spokesperson Karabo Kakao says the party uncovered that of the 573 applications for SETA board chairpersons, Nkabane appointed only 20 who were ANC loyalists.
Not only has she shown little to no integrity, but we cannot trust her with the people's money at all. Because when you give her 19 billion rands of the people's money, she goes on a Christmas spree and gives it to her cadres of the ANC.
The party's federal chairperson, Helen Zille, says President Cyril Ramaphosa has displayed double standards by firing its member, Andrew Whitfield, as a deputy minister for unsanctioned personal travel, while the ANC is not acting against its own members.
This was a blatant lie to Parliament and a misleading of Parliament. Now, that has been held in the past to be fraud, and lying to Parliament and fraud are 2 criminal contraventions. They are not just indiscretions or lack of consideration or perhaps disrespect, as some people believe has been shown to President Ramaphosa by our colleague Andrew Whitfield.
As divisions in the Umkhonto we Sizwe party deepen, the party is now refuting a letter describing its president's daughter, Duduzile Zumba Sumbutla, as disruptive and rude. The letter, dated to the 26th of June, was allegedly authored by its parliamentary leader, John Hlophe, to party president Jacob Zuma. But the MKP says the letter is a fake.
Yet another squabble in the MKP has made its way to the public domain. This time, divisions have been laid through two letters, both directed to former President Jacob Zuma. The first, said to have been signed off by its caucus leader, John Hlophe, asked for intervention in dealing with his daughter and national spokesperson, Tlamulo Ndlela. However, Ndlela says this letter is fake and that Hlophe's signature has been forged.
I asked the DP, I said, but did you sign this thing? He says, no, it's a digital signature, and the digital signature has been abused a number of times.
Another letter doing the rounds involves MK MPs asking Zuma to remove newly appointed Chief Whip, Colleen Makubele, describing her as an autocratic leader. Thabiso Koba, Eyewitness News.
Joburg City Power customers are paying more for electricity today. New tariffs have come into effect. The changes approved by the National Energy Regulator introduce an average of 12.41% increase for the 2025-26 financial year. Poor and low-income households are exempt from paying the increased service.
So the residential prepaid low tariff is designed to basically support indigent customers who remain exempt from paying the 70 Rand service charge and also 130 network capacity charge, which in total sits at around 200 Rands. This ensures continued relief for the most vulnerable customers in the current economic climate.
Police in Tshwane have arrested 3 municipal workers for the theft of a transformer worth 7 million rand. Today's arrests are linked to 11 others made last November related to the same transformer theft at the Ladium substation. One of the suspects arrested last year was employed by the city of Tshwane, while the other 10 were found to be contractors.
That particular transformers that they stole, it was worth 7 million and quite a lot of money that is involved. The impact relating to the stealing of the essential infrastructure relating to the transformers is crippling the economy of the country.
Activists are warning the public to be vigilant and report any suspicious behavior after a kidnapped baby was found alive. The infant, who was abducted at a mall in Belleville over the weekend, was discovered in Tafelsig yesterday. Police say the baby boy was snatched by a woman who was close and trusted by his mother. The mother, her baby, and a 37-year-old woman went out for lunch when the mother became sick, leaving her baby in the woman's care to go to the bathroom. Director of Programs for Save the Children, South Africa, says people should remain alert at all times. The Israeli army says it has launched a review into a strike on a seafront Gaza cafe it says targeted militants. But Gaza's civil defense says at least 24 ordinary Palestinians were killed and dozens wounded in Monday's strike on the Al-Baqa cafe. It's a prominent venue along Gaza City's coastal promenade, frequented by students and journalists. An army spokesperson said that, quote, prior to the strike, steps were taken to mitigate the risk of harming civilians using aerial surveillance. And it's day 2 of the hottest Wimbledon on record, with temperatures expected to reach 36 degrees Celsius in London. Novak Djokovic launches his latest bid for a record 25th Grand Slam singles crown at Wimbledon on Tuesday, as men's top seed Jannik Sinner makes his entrance. Defending women's champion Barbara Krejcikova begins her title defense against Eastbourne finalist Alexandra Iala, with major question marks over her fitness. Always such an exciting time of the year. We'll see you for more again tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.